doing that, but it was saying going live, but it says moderation helps everyone feel safe to build experience. I think we should leave it until she comes in here. Leave it where it's at, and then hit close. And then
Okay, let's make sure it's got a good view.
Hello, YouTube streets. This is Andrea with N.O.R.T.H Media. I am the host and the sole proprietor of N.O.R.T.H Media, coming to you live from Birmingham, Alabama. And I have a special guest, and I'm going to let her introduce herself, and she will be with us in just a moment. So please hold. And I just want to make sure my volume's all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing your job.
Okay, I need about 2 minutes.
Okay, if there's any N.O.R.T.H Media subscribers out there, hopefully you will come on in and join us. I am live in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have a special guest. I'm going to let her introduce herself. However, her son was unalived 3 years ago today, and so she is celebrating his life, doing a remembrance, a memorial for her son. So we're just waiting on her. She'll be here in just a few minutes. She's actually in the building. She's just taking care of something. So I don't know if any of the subscribers are out there, but even if you don't join us live, I will be posting this later, probably on Saturday. So you'll be able to watch it. And please watch it because, we need to support one another as mothers of murdered sons. We need to support one another. And so hopefully you will tune in when I post this live. I'll post it probably Saturday. I think Saturday afternoon I will post it. So we're just waiting. I would introduce her, but I really want her to introduce herself. But like I said, we are in Birmingham, Alabama, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. I drove to Birmingham because she invited me to come. She actually has a foundation. It's called Moms Center. And Moms is for, of course, mothers of murdered sons. And so we're here to support her because, like I said, this is the third anniversary of her son's demise. And so just be patient. If you're out there, come on in. She will be joining us in just a few. And also, if you would, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This channel is for mothers and other family members as well whose sons or daughters have been unalived. And it gives them the opportunity to share their stories about their son and or daughter, but also to share their story or their experiences with the judicial system. So please, if you're out there, you haven't subscribed, please like, share, subscribe. We need your support. Okay, so she is here, and so she's going to come on, and we're going to do this. Okay, so Tiffany, first and foremost, I want to thank you for inviting me, N.O.R.T.H Media, to come and share this day with you, support you in this day. So first of all, I want you to introduce yourself.
My name is Tiffany Brown.
Tell us a little about Tiffany Brown.
Well, from
Speak
Tiffany
up so
Brown.
speak up so the mic catches you.
Okay. Tiffany Brown. I'm here from Centerpoint. Um, I am 55. I'm supposed to be moving up, and then
Yeah, just tell us a little about yourself. Just who you are. You're Tiffany Brown. You're the founder of.
okay, founders of mothers that lost their kids to gun violence, the Mother Center, out here in Centerpoint, in Birmingham, Alabama. Um, I'm just, I'm kind of like not myself today because this is the day that
Yeah.
my son had died, 11/11, 2021. And
Exactly.
I thank God that I'm able and I'm here. And
Right.
I thank him for the young lady I just met. I thank y'all for coming out tonight. Um, just a little emotional.
And everybody in the YouTube streets, please be sensitive because this is, like I said, the 3rd anniversary of her son's unaliving. And so, if you haven't walked in our shoes, maybe you can imagine this is not an easy day. It's not an easy day for her. And so, Tiffany, I'm just gonna ask you just to make sure you talk. You got a soft voice, so just talk loud enough
Okay.
so the mic, we want them to hear you. So, Tiffany, tell us about your son, Brent Brown.
Okay. Well, Brent was headed to college to play basketball. Um, Brent was going on 17 years old when this happened. Um, he was at a house in Tarrant. Just he loved video games, and he was just playing with his friends. Kind of reminiscing for he goes to college for basketball. Um, and when that happened to him, but he was about to graduate. I had to go across the stage for Brent um, to receive his diploma.
And how did that feel? Because I know when I watched, he was going to a Christian school, correct? So, and I seen that you walked across the stage and they gave you his. So, how did that feel? So, was that like the next year, the following year?
No,
after it happened, or what?
within 4 months,
Oh, wow.
he was about to graduate.
Okay.
Yes, get ready to go.
Okay.
So he didn't make it. So we had to go and receive his diploma, me and my family.
So let me ask you this. Do you know? So I know that he was at a home. He went to someone's home. They were playing video games. What actually happened? Like the person that did the unthinkable. Was he there playing the video games with them?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So tell us what happened,
Well,
if you can.
it was a friend, a guy friend, and they would go. You know how young teenagers with girls, and they was just all in the house. But there was a new girl and a guy I didn't know, because all his friends called me my dukes, but I
Okay.
didn't know this guy particular. So he was going to just he was doing homework and just playing the game, but he not knowing what house, what when they said wrong place, wrong time, he did not know the house he was at. Come find out that was a setup house, dope house.
Oh wow.
A setup. When he came and he told me, he said, "Well, Mama, I was over this girl's house and the house got shot up." So I said, "Well, Brent, you don't need to be going back to that house if it just got shot up last week." Well, we just be over there playing and this particular day,
He went back over there.
and it was him. Yeah.
So let me ask you, so it happened was it 2021 or 2022? 2021.
2021.
So how has this changed your life?
It was hard at first. Um, Laying around just sleeping all the time.
So did you go into like a depression? Because I know when I was watching the video, I think you said something about you laid around for like a year.
Yes. Yes.
So were you
Yes.
you were depressed?
And I just thank the God, the woman of God I am. But in the midst of when he do what he do, you have to kind of listen to him. And within that year, that's what I was doing.
Okay. And he'll hold you.
Oh yes,
He'll hold you in the palm of his hand.
yes. So behind, um, it would be a change. He didn't take him for no reason. He took him, and mind you, maybe about a year before, no, 4 months before Brent died, the Lord came to me because I've always been a woman of God, helping women. And he was like, I want you to go out and help this community and change stuff and join in and help the city.
So God
And
had,
and I want you billboards and TV. And I'm listening like, me, God, me? But I answered. I said, yeah, because I had already been helping women and
so he had a
not knowing-
purpose. He had a purpose for your life through your son's death.
not knowing. I mean, answering 2-3 months later, he took my son.
Yeah, he had a purpose. He had a purpose.
He took
So,
my son.
Let me ask you this: did
That's
you?
not cutting you off.
Okay.
That is what put me on billboards and TV.
The purpose that God gave you. Won't
I'm
he
not
do
sure
it?
that.
Mm.
So it's hard, but the hope and me knowing God, he showed me all this before it happened. The Spirit showed you things to come. He gave me hope. I need you to get up. I need you to do this for the community. Go here. I go to Florida. I go out of town. I connect. But it's still been hard. But
Right.
that is what helped me. He
Because of
just
the
didn't
purpose.
die. He just didn't
He
die.
didn't die in vain because God gave you a purpose. So let me ask you: did you take part in the investigation process at all?
When you say investigate,
like-
like
Did you? Because I know when my son's case was being investigated, I played a part. Like I went to the streets. I went to, barbershops. People I knew my son knew. Of course, so did you?
I didn't do all that.
Okay, so you didn't have anybody like, well, that was there. That was like saying, giving you information that you could take to the police. Because one of the things, have you found this? Is that I find is that these young black guys, they don't like to talk to the police.
Mhm.
They might know what happened, they know who did it, but they're not going to talk to the police. They're not going to tell the police. Have you found that? Being that you're out there and you're talking to the youth and stuff now, have you found that because they look at it like snitching, but they also, I guess, let's look.
Once they was in jail, they never got out. They stayed in jail.
So
yeah.
So did they? Was the person arrested on the spot?
Well, they shot the guy that was with my son. Shot him, so he was rushed to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed in the hospital for like a week. From there, he went to jail.
Okay.
And both of them was in jail the whole time.
Right, because I was going to ask you that because when I watched the video, your son's friend returned fire. So when they returned fire, he went to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the
From
police
the
got
scene.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is the case been solved? I mean, is he in prison?
Yeah,
What happened with
they
that?
got shipped maybe about 6 months ago. So they gave him 20. Trial come back up on 2027.
What were they? What was he charged with?
Murder.
And he got 20 years. Is that the norm in Alabama for murder? 20 years? It's not. Was there a reason why he only got 20 years?
They tried to do youth offender. They wouldn't take that. One of them had charges and one didn't. But I know more once 2027 is becoming parole coming up. Another court date.
Okay. So were you satisfied with that outcome as far as the judicial system?
I gave it to God.
Okay.
Because it's no type of sentence or whatever that can bring my son back.
Exactly. I totally agree. So give me
You have something on this thing. Something blocking. Some cases.
also what that is. Was it cool the whole long? Because it was going when I was over there talking.
You just did.
Give me one solution that you feel is important for us to implement in our communities to help our young Black boys and men stop violence and to put down the guns. What is one thing that we can do without depending on our local government, our federal government? What is something we can do? Because I know you're out there, you're in the streets, you're talking to the young people, you're doing a lot of different work. What do you think is one thing that needs to be done that we can do ourselves?
Well, I think it's gonna take us as a community. Community is the people. We have the polices. We none of this is not gonna, justice is not gonna come by that. I talk to a lot of women that they waiting on them to do something and they don't have peace.
Right.
And if you sit back, you can't put your trust in man, and especially the system that's not right, because they out to get our Black kids. It's gonna take us.
Right.
Like Martin Luther King, he came and he made a difference for us. And when he spoke, he said as he leave, us as a people now, it's gonna have to do this. Because us as, you know how it's been for us for years. It's not gonna get better.
Right. And that's why I said, what can we do? Because I firmly believe if we waiting on the federal government or the local government to do something, we'll be waiting, because I don't feel like they care when we're taking each other out of the game. So I want to be able to be like, come up with some little solutions, like what can we do? Even if it's mentoring and talking to them or opening more communities, something, anything that we can do that, we can brainstorm later and think, but it's got to be some stuff that we ourselves can do. You know what I mean?
Like you would come out and you have to, like they say, train your child up. You have to, if they putting this out for our kids, we have to tell our kids and train the boys to. I remember when I was growing up, you couldn't even cuss or you get in trouble. When you get stopped from the police, you got to, it's a way you got to maintain yourself, but they gonna jack you up. Well, what you do? No, yes sir. That's how we was taught. But if your son coming out there and he's cussing the police out and he doing all types of stuff, that's one way that they gonna start. So we gotta train our kids. If this you putting all this dope and you putting all this stuff in our the what is it meth. We gotta train them to
Do right by their own, do right by
what you
their
gonna do
people.
if you around here smoking. You'll never be there. So you have to. If they trapping that for us, we got to be wise enough to say, I'm not gonna do this. And all that is for us. The
Right.
drugs, the all every alcohol on every corner. They know we gon' but once we come grips to say, this is the trap they set for us. Let's not do it.
Right,
It'll be better.
right,
But it's like we in the trap with the system and they getting us every day. We in the trap.
right. Well, I want to close with this, and I'm gonna see. I was doing some research, and the unaliving rates have been going down in Birmingham, and this includes the crime committed against Black victims. Homicides in Birmingham have dropped 50% in the first half of 2025, and that's compared to the same period of time in 2024. So, what do you see that decrease?
I do see it. I work for the county. It's other women that's in Birmingham in the county is very, you can't stop all the gun violence, all of, but you can see them attacking it more. And by me being on helping out in the community, I yeah, I've seen a difference within the 2-3 years.
Okay, and they said that this decrease is attributed to community-led initiatives, law enforcement efforts, and increase in technology. Also, in 2024, 80